Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cup Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic day from wherever you are around the world. And welcome to another LFC Transfer News Show for you guys this evening. Of course, as you can see by the thumbnail and the title, we are going to be talking about Saúl Ñíguez. Of course, he's been probably the hot topic over the last 48 hours concerning Reds and transfers in the midfield and that. And we'll be talking all about that. We'll be looking at a little bit of a little bit of transfer news that Fabrizio Romano has said about Liverpool as well. We'll also be speaking about a few other things as well in tonight's show. Renato Sanchez, and we'll be talking about Donye Malen as well. But if you could, please hit that subscribe button. We are very close to 500 subs. I can see a few people in the chat saying we've hit 500 subs. If we have, then thank you so very much. That is very much appreciated. Truly, I haven't checked. I'm not going to check until after the stream. But if we have, then thank you very much for getting us to 500 subs. Also, as well, if you're new to the Cup Council, then please hit that subscribe button for more, Liverpool news and transfer videos. We're going to be bringing them all out throughout the summer anyway. And of course, we are doing watch-alongs as well for the pre-season as well. So if you guys want to, keep up to date with that, please do, do stay indeed. Anyway. Helen is in saying good evening, Connor. Hello, Helen. Hopefully have a fantastic day. Jacob's in saying evening all. Haven't seen much in terms of momentum today like it was yesterday, but what do we think is happening then? What is it happening? To be fair, Helen says hi to Jacob as well. Helen says it's looking like we won't sign Renato Sanchez. Very interesting. There is some interesting news there. Congratulations on 500 subs, Connor. Lord McKendo is in. Hello, Jack. I think if that's you, unless there is another McKendo out there. Hello, indeed. That's Jack's off account. If anyone wants to, thingy there. Hi, Connor. Congrats on 500 subs and on my birthday too. Yep, it is, Jade. Happy birthday to you. I did wish you happy birthday earlier on Twitter, but yeah, again, happy birthday and all that good stuff. Evening, mate. Hope you are well. Hello, Chris. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day, mate. You have until someone subscribes. Don't curse it, Chris, for God's sake, man. It's been good, Connor. Very good. Hi, Jade. Hope you had a great birthday as well. Jack Mac LFC. That's my second account. Ha 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 ha. Oh, you're subscribed to my second account. And Gary said as well, saying hi, evening, Connor. Hello, Gary. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day as well. But let's get straight into the news then. Of course, our good friends over at the Anfield Talk, pretty good with the news and that. And as you can see there, Saúl Ñíguez representatives have confirmed Liverpool are interested in him. They're also rivals interested, but it looks like Liverpool are favourites. And then of course it goes on to follow up. The sale of Saúl Ñíguez is not problem due to Atletico's financial situation. They're talking about £35 million. Intentional offer, but Atletico are holding out for a bit more. Now, of course, all the value talk and valuation, preparations for it was speaking around 40 million euros, which is around that 35 million pound mark. Of course, it does depend on the current rate and that. And look, Saúl Ñíguez, guys, £35 million, 26 years of age. I think, looking at his stats and that, he hasn't been injured. I think he's got, been injured for like 5 games out of the last 5 seasons, which, that's ridiculous, and we need that type of player in this team that isn't injured, that has legs, has minutes in his legs, and that can put a shift in because, let's face it, we are trying to replace one of the most demanding positions probably in any other team in Europe. Gini Wijnaldum's system and a Gini Wijnaldum player, realistically, we're trying to fulfill. Look, Saúl Ñíguez, is he that player? I don't know. Look, I don't watch Atletico Madrid, day in, day out. But, what I have seen of him and what, of course, seeing him against us in the Champions League, I think he can very well be, that replacement that we are needing for Gini Wijnaldum. Anyway, but guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, because I know a couple of you guys are very, very intrigued about him. I saw yesterday on Twitter there was a ton of people going on about it, like, are we signing him, aren't we signing him? And pretty much, as we know as well, Fabrizio Romano He's pretty much the guy in terms of transfers and, in terms of foreign reporters and, what all of us are looking forward to seeing anyway. But, this is what, he had to say anyway about, the Saúl to Liverpool rumours anyway.
Saúl. So let's talk a bit about Saúl, because some days ago, I would say some weeks ago, Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain have been asking info for Saúl. Now is nothing imminent yet. About Liverpool, they are looking for a midfielder, but it's not a priority now on Liverpool market. So there are still no advanced talks with Atletico Madrid at the moment, because Liverpool priority will be signing a new winger. They want to sign a new winger because Mo Salah and Origi, they will be Mo Salah and Mane, they will be both on Africa Cup this year, so they will do some weeks with Liverpool, and they're looking to sell Shaqiri and Origi this summer to sign a new winger. So they will go for a midfielder only once they've signed a new winger. So it's not the priority midfielder now for Liverpool. Let's see what happens with Saúl, with Tielemans, with Renato Sanchez in the coming weeks. But guys, really, don't be.
So as you heard right there, he said that Liverpool and a midfielder is not a priority for Liverpool this summer. Of course, look, I think all of us would like Liverpool to be, tomorrow announce, look, Liverpool are going to sign, Saúl, Renato Sanchez, Tielemans, this, that, and the other. But what is very interesting, and I have seen, someone mention it in the chat, anyway, in terms of Saúl Ñíguez, is this little tweet as well that I did see on Twitter, saying Atletico sell Saúl to Liverpool, raising funds to buy Luis Alberto, from who transfer Liverpool receives a 30% cut. Lazio then replace Alberto with Shaqiri, Edwards, 4D, Chess, etc. Now, look, that is, like what Neil Jones has spoken about over the last couple of months in terms of, the dominoes effect. And that is what's going to happen, I think, in this transfer window. As soon as someone makes a move, because let's face it, guys, apart from us signing Canate and apart from Manchester United, buying Jadon Sancho, there hasn't really been any other transfers, in terms of top to clubs. There's the rumours, of course, of, Chelsea looking at, Erling Haaland and things like this. And like I said a couple of weeks ago, I think people get a bit frustrated when there isn't news out there and that. But I think, look, I think that will be the dominoes effect. And I think it will all fall into pieces then, realistically. As soon as one club gets rid of one player, then this player will go, and it will work that dominoes effect. With it, like with us with Canate, RB Leipzig look to be going after Kabak that we sold. Well, not bought then. I was going to say sold because I thought in my head then that we bought him, but we hadn't bought him. We just loaned him anyway. But guys, let me know your thoughts anyway in the comment section down below. Would you like Saúl Ñíguez as well? Because I've seen a couple of people, like I said on Twitter, saying that they would very much like Saúl Ñíguez at Liverpool for next season. Look, I think he could be a fantastic player in a Jurgen Klopp system, and he does look a very, very quality player as well. But guys, let me know your thoughts anyway in the comment section down below. Jack says, road to 600, get in la. Happy birthday, Jade. As well, thank you very much, Jack. Thanks for my birthday wishes yesterday, Connor. You're very welcome. It was Doug's birthday yesterday. Excuse me, as well. 1892 Red Podcast. Hello, lads. Hopefully on a fantastic day. Says, let's get Saúl in. Massive signing that would be. It would be a huge signing. Would it be higher than Thiago, perhaps? I would say no, because I think Thiago is world class. I think, look, Saúl, very good player, but I think Thiago is a bit better. But I think it is on that borderline, with the transfer as well. Jay said, thank you, Jack. I've had a good birthday. Thank you, Doug, as well. Chris says, I wouldn't lose any sleep not signing Sanchez. Didn't want him anyway. People know my opinions on him. Yes, they do, Chris. Gary says, Liverpool must win the title this season. I would say at least challenge for the title, in my opinion anyway. I think we should at least challenge again. Chris says, Saúl Ñíguez, be quality signing. Like I said, football players needed, not hospital residents. Thank you, Chris. Sounds like Matib, lol. Jack says, Luis Alberto going to Atletico for 60 million euros from Lazio. LFC will receive 15 to 18 million, and Liverpool buy Saúl for even cheaper. Edwards playing 4D chess. He is He is playing 4D chess. Jack says, hit the subscribe and like button, legends. Yeah, if you could, then, again, be very much appreciated as always. Shay is in as well, saying, evening all. Hello, Shay. Hopefully you are on a fantastic day, my friend. People saying hi to Shay as well. Chris says, Saúl Ñíguez also being quality signing in terms of rotation and competition in the midfield. We know and need to be brutally honest, as much as we love Henderson, not guaranteed to play the whole season. Yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it? Look, I think pretty much all of our main three is the fact that Liverpool will start the season with Fabinho, Henderson, and Thiago when all of them are back and fit and ready from the Euros and the Copa America. Of course, the Copa America final is tonight as well, guys, on 1 a.m. BBC One, I believe. So of course, we'll be supporting Fabinho, Firmino, and Alisson Becker as well. I couldn't think of their names then for a second. But yeah, that's going to be very exciting. But then again, it's going to be, we're going to need players, aren't we, guys? We're going to need that quality, as Chris to say, we can't afford, again, having injuries, like Naby Keita, Ox, and then relying on them to, push forward this side. We do need, strength in numbers, especially for this season. Anyway, 1800 podcast. Romano is a fraud tab merchant. No, he's not, guys. Come on. Fabrizio Romano is probably one of the best out there in terms of transfers. Anyway, Nerd is in saying, I pray we get Saúl. Look, I very much hope that we do get him, to be fair, mate. We still need a midfielder, another winger, and a striker to replace BBC One Bargain Cast member Divock Origi. We will be talking about and looking at a little bit of a look at a certain individual that is in the thumbnail. Oh, bloody hell. Saúl would be coming into excuse me, coming in to start games. Who do you drop to get him out? But that would be a massive signing if we did. I don't know. With a full team, maybe Thiago. Maybe you drop Thiago in and out of the team, and if Henderson's fit. But then again, it's like that, isn't it, mate? I think it's that sense yet again that potentially it's going to be where Liverpool are going to have to rotate, with Henderson maybe in a 6, and then we might play, maybe drop Fabinho for one game or two and things like that. It's going to be, rotation, I think, is going to be heavy this season. Hi, Shay, as well. Helen, LFC for life. It's happening. He says, Gary, I want Sanchez or Yuri. Jack says, Thiago is different gravy. He's different gravy. Winger on forward. Says Jack. Jack also says, makes sense that we sign him smaller to Jot signing. It will be someone that we haven't even looked at under the radar signing. Yeah, it is. And that's the sense with Liverpool, is the fact that we can be linked to 1,000 people and it ends up being the one guy that no one's looked at all season long. And, and this, that, and the other. And that's the very interesting thing with Jurgen Klopp and Michael Edwards, is that we turn nobody's practically into world-class somebodies, and that is what the model and the shape of Liverpool have been over the last few years. Anyway, Phil says, what have we got? Looks like Yuri has told Leicester he wants to leave. Liverpool are his prime option, says Phil. Ooh, very, very interesting. Of course, Firmino, says Nerd. Doku says 1892 Red Podcast. He is a guy that is getting linked more and more. Could we change formation to include Saúl if Klopp wants him? I think we pretty much stay 4-3-3. Helen, he plays on the left-hand side, because I think that's where Liverpool are going to need this summer, because, of course, Gini Wijnaldum was playing it towards the end of last season. I think Thiago and Fabinho are the main, with Thiago on the right and Fabinho, of course, in the defensive midfielder position. I think the left-hand side is where we're going to be looking at for next season. And all the people that we have been linked to anyway, in terms of Renato Sanchez, Neuhaus, even Saúl, can all play on that left-hand side of midfield anyway. So you would think that is going to be the case anyway, in terms of that anyway. But guys, just let me know your thoughts anyway in the comment section down below. If you are watching on repeat or watching live anyway, would you sign Saúl Ñíguez anyway? Personally, I think if it did happen, it would be a quality signing for the Reds. And look, in terms of quality would be right up there with, pushing those three that I have mentioned, for a starting place within the squad anyway. But, moving on to a little bit of breaking news, I want to say, because, Doug, if Doug is still here, did send me this just before we did go live, and that is that Liverpool and Porto reached terms for Grujic. This is on OneFootball. A lot of people have cited it on Twitter. And it does go on to say Liverpool midfielder Marco Grujic is edging closer to a return to Porto. Bola says the switch is closer than ever before after negotiations made a positive step. The Serbian national is already aware of the agreement between Liverpool and Porto, which may allow him to return to the club for a fee of around 13 million euros. That figure is a midway between the 10 million euros the Portuguese side wanted to pay and the 70 million euros that Liverpool were initially asking for him. Now, of course, Marco Grujic has been one of those guys that has just constantly been at pre-season, done the pre-season, and then been shipped out to either Cardiff or Porto, for example, and that's always been the case with Marco Grujic. And I think it is finally time for him to go to a new club and start. Well, I say start fresh. He was at Porto last season. From what we've seen from Porto fans and Porto themselves, it was a very successful loan spell for Marco Grujic. Just watching a few games of his in the Champions League as well, he did look very, very comfortable in that Porto side. And I think, look, it's a good move. Realistically, we need to get him off the books. Maybe that kickstarts, the winger - forward, person that the likes of Fabrizio Romano did say earlier. And look, I think that's very interesting as well. That like I talked about the dominoes effect, I think that is where, the sale of Marco Grujic would happen for that. Now, he would kickstart Liverpool's transfer window with, of course, the Reds going to be in full training on Monday anyway, and we're going to be kickstarting the season anyway from there on. But, guys, let me know your thoughts. 13 million for Marco Grujic. Do you think that is the correct fee for him? Liverpool wanted around 17 million euros, which works out around 14, 15 million. I think if it was 13 million euros, it would work out about 11, maybe 11.5 mil. So, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I can see a few of you going on about Yuri Tillemans. Phil says Leicester could sell for 55 million, apparently. Not if you're Anthony. Of course, if you don't know Anthony, please go and check him out. Ant's Leicester channel, I think he's called now. LCFC buyer if you guys are regular. Jack says Messi as a backup winger. Wait, what? Oh, for God's sake, Jack. No. Well, that's apparently already done, isn't it? With that. Jaden's in saying, hi guys, hopefully you're having a fantastic day, Jaden. I think we should still Chocker. We are still Chocker in the midfield. Says Helen. Thiago, Fabinho and Saúl will be the midfield. No Jordan Henderson, lads, if fit. It would be very, very interesting. Jack says Jack Grealish. I would love able to play on the wing and midfield. Jack Grealish is an appling, lad. I know you are a huge fan of Jack Grealish, but it's not happening, sadly. Helen says Shaqiri to Lazio. It does look like that Lazio will be his destination if he does leave Liverpool. If not, then of course I think he will stay. And then, well, apparently Divock Origi has been having talks with Genk over the last couple of months, weeks, and apparently Norwich are after him as well. So time will tell. With that, time will tell. Grujic is leaving. It's brilliant for us. We just need Wilson to follow. Sick of seeing both of them every preseason, like seeing your annoying neighbours every time you go out. Ugh. Excuse me, guys. Chris says also as well. So Grujic is one annoying neighbour gone. It's looking like. Yeah. Again, it's that sad thing, isn't it? Where I think all of us we've all been positive about Marco Grujic and seeing him in preseason. Like for me, last season, I wanted Marco Grujic to be the one that could be backup for Fabinho, or if we did go into that 4-2-3-1, could play alongside Fabinho in that too. If, for example, Jordan Henderson was out, or Thiago at that stage in time. And it does now look like that he isn't going to get the opportunity at Liverpool. I think that's been made clear. And look, like many people I can see in the chat saying, another master class by Michael Edwards. Jack saying, knowing e-cards, we will sell Marco for 12 million and have the 5 million buyback or 30% or 40% sell on in 2 or 3 years time. Yeah. And that's the case where we said earlier about Luis Alberto, 30% we're going to get off him. It looks around 50 million euros that Lazio want for him, and if he was to go to Atletico Madrid, like I said, to kickstart that dominoes effect with Saúl, then look, Liverpool will be quids in because we'll be earning money off him. Danny Ings as well. That's another person that has been talked about at the moment. Him rejecting a 4-year contract at Southampton, which where could he go this summer? I think Spurs, if Spurs sold Harry Kane, and then Liverpool could be quids in then with, of course, Danny Ings, and look, Southampton will be trying to get a few bob for him anyway, and look, the money off that will be coming back in Liverpool's pocket, which will be very, very nice indeed. What else do we have? Shay says, all the best, Gruidge. He was Klopp's first signing as well. Yeah, he was. I think many people forget about that as well. But yeah, he was Jurgen's first ever signing for Liverpool. Chris says, we would need to rob a bank in the UK to afford Messi's wages, and Mbappe people seem to be obsessed with. Mbappe's happening, Chris. Hashtag Mbappe 2022. I know you like me, Chris, when I say that. Chris hates me when I say that. Gets my namesake. Get my namesake at Liverpool icon, lad. You not like his hand. Oh, for God's sake, go away, McKenna. Luis Alberto to Atletico Madrid, and we will get a sale on fee. Yep, we will indeed, my friend. Shay says, anyone after Keita, Leicester and Crystal Palace supposedly are very interested in Naby Keita, but he's not going anywhere, I don't think anyway. I'm just going to leave it at that. Curtis Jones will play a lot of games this season. He will play a lot of games this season for sure. I think he will play a lot of games this season, and I think he's going to be boss for Liverpool this season. I think Curtis Jones is going to be very, very good for the Reds this season. Phil says, I like 15 million for Gruidge. I don't think that's unrealistic. 15 million to 20 for Shaq to surely. From what I think Neil Jones was reporting, that Liverpool are looking for around 13 to 15 million pounds for Shaqiri. So a little bit undervalued there, but I think if we got 15 million plus maybe add-ons, then that would be absolutely fantastic. In that, I take it Otavio isn't happening. No, it's not happening. Apparently, it was a whole hoax of things, with Otavio looking for a new contract or looking for a new thing at Porto anyway. So Otavio is not happening at Liverpool, sorry to say. Anyway, from what I heard, Shay, we tried offloading Keita to the NHS. For God's sake, Chris. Otavio was always rubbish, says Phil. Domestic Butler's in. Hello, Domestic. Hopefully you're on a fantastic day, my friend. Saying England, we are going to score one more than Italy. For God's sake, I'm not having this chat. If it's coming home tomorrow, all the England players' prices will skyrocket overnight. Declan Rice will be getting sold for £300 million. Yeah, Jordan Henderson's worth 500 mil. Just saying. Jordan Henderson is worth it. Diego's in as well. Hello, Diego. Hopefully you're on a fantastic day. A bit off topic. Ryan Kelsey from Celtic being linked with me Palace. Is he good? Prospect. Hope he is okay. Hope it's okay to ask. Yeah, of course it's okay. Best ask Doug with it. Doug's very good with that anyway. I'm terrible at Scottish football. I know very little. I will say that for sure, very little. But ask Doug in the chat. He's probably answering it already. Anyway, but yeah, please ask Doug. Sorry, people. Football's coming Rome. Yes, Shay, get in. Shay already knows. Sorry for all the English fans in you. 5 years later, Connor says Mbappe 2026. You already know it's going to happen, Chris. It's going to be Mbappe 22 and then Mbappe 28. Connor, do you think Shaqiri and Origi will go? I think it will be one of them. I think one will stay and I think one will go. Whether that be Origi or Shaqiri, it wouldn't surprise me if both of them went, but I think one of them will stay. for sure. Shaqiri was brilliant in the Euros. He was, but I think it's probably the best time to sell for him. Can we say that again in 12 months' time? Possibly not. So I think now is the best time to sell. What's the news on Coman? Not happening. Not happening. £90 million that Bayern want for him, so not happening whatsoever. Harvey Elliott signing a new deal. Hopefully he will get some game time, if not offloaded. Well, in saying that, if I can quickly find the tweet that was going around earlier about Harvey Elliott. Did I like it earlier, or did I just completely miss it? No, I did not go past it. Let me get it up for you guys anyway. That's not it. That's not it. Let me share the screen for you guys a quick second. I'm going to go over to Twitter. Right. So David Lynch did speak about this as well. And as you can see, but there, let me get Shay's comment off the screen for you guys. Where's Shay gone? The chat's been unbelievable tonight, guys. Thank you so much for everyone that has tuned in. But as you can see, but there, no plans for a Premier League loan for Harvey Elliott next season. LFC believe he is ready for a role in the first team squad and should get plenty of minutes at Anfield. And of course, this season, I know someone did put down. But they're just saying the club doesn't want to spend and would prefer to take risk on playing 17-year-olds. That's not what I've written at all. Please don't misinterpret me. And if you actually go on to read it as well, it does go on to say that, you know, Harvey Elliott is pretty much, you know, going to be 5th or 6th choice, you know, started depending on who Liverpool sign this summer as well. Realistically, could you guys see Harvey Elliott playing in midfield? I could definitely see him playing in midfield next season. Look, if Liverpool do go to a 4-2-3-1, could he play at a 10? Could he play on the left-hand side as well? You know, there's plenty of options. Excuse me, about Harvey Elliott. You know, he can play on the right-hand side, can play in a few different positions as well. And I think Harvey Elliott is going to get a tremendous amount of football next season, kind of like what Jurgen did with Curtis Jones last season, but a little bit less in the terms that he's going to be, you know, introduced to the team very, very slowly, and then, you know, he'll, you know, get, you know, the odd substitute appearance in the league and Champions League and this, that, and the other. That's what I think anyway that's going to happen. But guys, let me know your thoughts anyway about of course about Harvey Elliott. You know, very exciting yesterday, him signing that new deal. Anyway, Connor, you supporting your 6th team of the tournament tomorrow night? Yeah, I am. But to be fair, I did have a bet on Italy at the start of the tournament, and if it comes off, then I win actually quite a lot of money. So, you know, just saying. Ollie Watkins should be signed, Connor. I think, was it Danny Murphy that said that we should go after Ollie Watkins? I don't think Ollie Watkins is the guy for Liverpool. I'm sorry to say, I don't think he is. Anyway, would be shocked if Kane comes to Liverpool, says Domestic. I don't. That's not happening anytime soon. I'm afraid, mate. Look, Liverpool are not spending 100+ million on Harry Kane. Mbappe, yes. Harry Kane, no. Get the Mbappe posters off your room, Connor. Living in Narnia world, it's not happening. He's going to Real Madrid as his next club. Trust me. How do you know I got an Mbappe poster in my room? Wait, what? No. Look, people can dream, Chris. People can dream. Harry Kane says Domestic. I've got a tattoo of the Italian flag tattooed on my chest. I have a very... Oh, for God's sake. Oh, I wish I'd never read that out now. Only chance of Coleman coming as if Bayern seriously reduced the asking prices, Phil. Yeah, exactly. £90 million the suggested price tag was. So God knows what the actual price tag actually is for Kingsley Coman. So yeah, that's not happening anytime soon, I'm afraid. Yeah, don't want to loan him out. I think that's concerning Harvey Elliott. Jack says to Mark, hi Mark, not too bad, mate. Hope you're well. Them two just having a little bit of a chat today. Doug is attending to be a comedy, blessing with his jokes. To be fair, when we finally get all together at Liverpool, it's just going to be dad joke central, isn't it? Yeah, send Harvey Elliott on loan to a Premier League club is the right move, in my opinion. don't want to do that. Jack says Elliot got the ability to play anywhere. More he plays in more positions, better he will be as he gets older. Yeah, and look, let's not forget as well, he is still very, very, very young. That's not by or get that wrong. He is still very, very young at the present moment in time. And look, he's going to be a superstar. You already know it. You know, if he's already this good and already get talked about this, you know, early in his career, imagine what he's going to be like in 5 years' time. He's going to be absolutely unreal. Yeah, Harvey is a great reserve player. Buying my Mackies tomorrow, Con, then, yeah. Nope. Italy, England to beat Italy 3-0. Don't think that's happening domestic. We can dream, but if it's not happening, I'll even do a forfeit. I'm that confident. Guys, get your friggin' forfeits in for Chris right now. If Mbappe does happen, Shay says Mbappe 2022. If it does happen, please, 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 please write down things that Chris can do as punishments, guys. You know, look, nothing horrible, but you know, we do have to do some punishments. Anyway. Jack says, can't wait for me and Doug to recreate the Peter Crouch and Defoe partnership all over again. Oh, for God's sake. Happy to see Virgil van Dijk, Gomez, Matip, and Kanate being in the training camp squad. Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what mainly the stronger team we do put out there, because, you know, does Kanate, you know, start there? Probably, I would say, but you know, time will tell in that aspect anyway. But you know, going on then to the final story as well of the video, we'll talk a little bit more as well about transfers. You know, if you guys have anything to, you know, ask or anything like that, as you can see hopefully on screen right now, of course, Liverpool in talks with super agent over the deal for 27-goal striker, well, PSV striker anyway. Two reliable sources in the Netherlands has claimed both Liverpool and Borussia Dortmund are in talks with the agent of PSV striker Donye Malland, who will leave this summer. PSV manager Rogan, I'm not even going to pronounce his last name, has openly admitted that both Malland and right-back Denzel Dumfries are expected to depart in the transfer window, saying that's how it goes in football. Liverpool have been touted as suitors for the 22-year-old ex-Arsenal forward since April, when the Dutchman publicised suggestions that they were frontrunners for his signature. And it practically goes on to, you know, say this, that, and the other, and practically go on about what Liverpool have already been rumoured to, you know, practically we're being linked with him, and Liverpool are very, very interested in him. Can anyone remember who his agent is? I know who his agent is. Does anyone know in the chat? The first person that does wins a prize when I finally get around to it. I think one person I think I know will already know it. If anyone doesn't know, then, you know, I'll give it a couple of seconds anyway. But, you know, guys, Donye Malland, you know, what are we saying about that? You know, it looks to be around 20-25 million pounds. It seems to be the suggested price tag, which, look, if we was to sell, you know, Divock Origi and Shaqiri, you know, look, we got plenty of fees from that to kickstart that. Then Chris has already got it. Ratbag Raiola, I like that. Ratbag Raiola, Phil Raiola. Jack says basically, oh, there we go. It's just going on about the Peter Crouch thing. But yeah, Mino Raiola. Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp has already said that he doesn't like dealing with him, or due to previous experiences, and you know, but we've seen how good, you know, Malland was in the European tournament, you know, with, you know, Holland. You know, he had a pretty decent tournament, I would say, you know, up there with Dumfries. I think a lot of people are seeing him as potentially, you know, that Bobby Firmino style player that can, you know, play as a false nine, can also play on the left as well, as a left wing, you know, cutting inside, you know, like we, you know, said last year with Timo Werner, and you know, we got kind of after that type of player. But you know, guys, let me know, Donye Malland, do we like him? You know, another guy that was getting mentioned was Chiesa from Juventus. That is not happening. Seen a couple of rumors saying that, you know, Liverpool are, you know, favourites to sign him and things like that. It's total nonsense. You know, Fabrizio Romano said yesterday, linked with, you know, Christian Falk as well, because Bayern Munich were also interested in his signature as well, but he is not going anywhere in terms of that anyway. But guys, let me know your thoughts. You know, Donyell Malen, for me, I think could be a very, very good signing. Especially his age and what looks to be a very, very good player. For that, I've just burnt my Hawaiian pizza. I should have had. For God's sake. I hate this life. If that is agenda, or if the agenda we aren't signing him, Genie. Would you give him a glowing reference? I'm sure of Liverpool. Is Genie in the chat? I'm not really sure. I haven't seen Manon play really, says Helen. I don't think many people have, apart from the European tournament, to be honest with you. I am taller than Insigne from Italy. Are you sure about that, Makendo? I'm pretty sure you're not. Wait, what? Double forfeit for Chris. One for England winning the Euros tomorrow when he said they wouldn't. And next year when Mbappe joins Liverpool, says Gareth. Gareth, got any suggestions for any forfeits, my friend? Of course, light-hearted ones, please. Look, we all like to have a laugh here, but please keep it very light-hearted, of course. But guys, overall, we've spoken about Saúl. We've spoken about, of course, the dominoes effect with Luis Alberto, Danny Ings, Renato Sanchez as well. We didn't really cover so much, but it does look like he is in that same bracket as well. With that, it is, like he said, Fabrizio Romano, Saúl, Sanchez, Tielemans, all of them, Liverpool are waiting to see what happens because, for example, as well, Tielemans is currently on holiday as well, like all the other guys as well from the Euros. So, we just have to wait and see, for those to come in, have a look, what their situation is because, Fabrizio Romano did say as well that Yuri Tielemans has been offered a new contract at Leicester as well. So, Leicester are trying to keep hold of him as much as possible, but with them missing out on Champions League football again, could you imagine if they missed out on Champions League football again next season? That would be very, very huge for Yuri Tielemans, and I think he would want the move for sure. Anyway, I think he would definitely. Jack says, lad. I missed a comment. Lad, I'm outside your house with a Denmark top on. No, where are you? You know it to be seen. I can't remember saying that, Gareth, to be honest. I'm so sorry, these jokes. This isn't Douglas, this is Rebecca, and I apologize. For God's sake, Rebecca. To be fair, it's so Doug, though. It's so Doug. So, fair play for that, Rebecca. I very much appreciate all the jokes. Anyway, Gareth says, Chris does hate and scared of heights about skydiving, bungee jumping. Oh, very, very interesting. Maybe we'll have to do a sponsored jump, Chris. Anyway, but guys, thank you so very much for tuning in to tonight's show. Chris also says, Connor, will rewatch the Wales v Denmark after this stream. No, I won't. No, I bloody won't. I will be watching something else that I was going to plan on watching. Oh, I'm going to watch the latest episode of Loki. So if anyone is interested in Loki, then please go and feel free to watch it because so far the episodes have been very, very good. So, if you guys are interested in that, then, I fully recommend that. Anyway, Shay says, congrats on 500, Connor. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everyone. I haven't checked myself if we have gone over it, but I do very much appreciate all of you guys. It is very, very appreciated. Like I said, we are on the road to 1,000 subs, but the next goal is 600 subs. We just keep on going and keep on going. I'm going to plan to do live streams like this every night or every couple of nights. Like we said, transfer news and things like this. It is a bit tricky because there isn't much news. It is just all gossip and that's why it is, a transfer news show. It isn't concrete. If it was concrete, it'd be breaking news, and we would, of course, go live and things like this. Anyway, but thank you to each and every single one of you. If you haven't already, please give the video a like. It's very much appreciated, as always. And if you are new to the COP Council, I'm viewing us for the first time, then please hit that subscribe button because, we are now on the road to 600 subs anyway, and it is very much appreciated. As always, thank you to everyone in the chat. I can see Jack there. Gary says, Jack, I'm having burgers, bangers and garlic mash. Oh, very, very nice. Indeed, sounds very, very nice. Take care all, Continue your Welsh Dragon tears. Oh, Chris, I hate you so much. WTG on congratulations on 500 subs. Good luck on 600. I love your videos. Good night all. Thank you very much, Helen, for the continued support as well. Diego says, well done all. Jack says, have a lovely night, everyone. Doug says, Jack Mac, get your ass to Edinburgh. Mark says, yeah, you have gone over it. GG's. What else we have? Connor, you too. Haha, I will. Doug says 501 now. Brilliant. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. I'm gonna bring me booster seat. No, it's like the booster seat and then the little square cushion to boost yourself a little bit further up. Makenda's gonna kill me after the stream. At least you made it past the group stage. Hey, look, Chris, I can't wait for England to lose tomorrow. Can't bloody wait anyway. But like I said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in as always. And yeah, I will see you all. Probably won't be tomorrow because, of course, the European Championship final. But, you know, if there is any, you know, breaking news, we will bring it to you anyway. But we will see you on Monday anyway. And maybe we might have a little unboxing for you as well with the new away kit as well. Hopefully, you know, same color as that down there. But yeah, until next time, guys, that is going to be it from us. I've been Connor from the COP Council, and I will see you all next time. Ta-ra.